it needs to be cleared properly. Okay. So first, let's start with the first question. Question number 1. See, question number 1, what it is told? It is told a particle covers half of the circle of radius r. It is covers half of the circle of radius r. Then the displacement and distance of the particle are how much? Find distance and displacement. Find what? Distance and displacement of the particle. Let me tell you, students, at first, whenever you are getting a numerical of physics, what you need to do, what you will do at first? First, you will read the question, and from there, whatever be the data you got, whatever be the data you are getting, no, just try to write those data. Okay, maybe in short, but try to write. Okay, because if you don't write those data, then what will happen when solving? Again, you need to read the question, which will actually means you will lose time. Okay, no. So here time management is also very, very important. Okay. Now, also one thing, see, while solving a numerical, you need to first, I will recommend you to draw the diagram, okay, where it is needed. Because while drawing the diagram, actually your concept is becoming clear even more. Okay. So let's start then. Here, what is told that a particle covers, there is a particle, okay, it is covering, it covers half of the circle. Okay, so from here what we can understand, first I am drawing it. Okay, if I draw here, let us take, this is our circle. Okay, this is our circle. So there is a particle which is covering half of the circle. Half of the circle means, think, if the particle started from point A and the particle went to point B. Let me tell you, students, the particle is moving in circle, that you need to remember. Okay, particle is moving in circle means it is taking the circumference. The path is what? The circumference. This path the particle is taking. Okay, no, from while going to A to B, it's not going from A to B like this. What it is happening? It is going from A through this circumference, through this perimeter to B. Okay, in this way the particle is moving. In that case, they are asking that find distance and find displacement. These two things we need to find. So as I told you, we need to know the concept. The concept needs to be very clear. So here, what are the two concepts we are actually using? First, the concept of distance, and then the concept of displacement, right? Now, what is distance? Distance is the length of the path traveled. Distance is what? Distance is length of path traveled. Students, you are understanding my handwriting, no? Students, please answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is displacement, students? What is displacement? Any idea? Any idea what displacement is?
The shortest distance between the
The
initial
shortest
position and the
distance. Very
final
good.
position.
Very good. the shortest. So I'm just writing in short only, yeah, in the shortest distance, the shortest distance from initial to final point, right? So this is the concept of distance and displacement. Now these two concepts we need to use in our present numerical. Okay, see, so to find the distance, what we will do, distance means path traveled, so it traveled through the perimeter, isn't it? Now if the radius is r, if the radius is r, then what is the circumference? Circumference, what is the formula of circumference?
2 pi r.
2 pi r, right? So it is how much? 2 pi into r, correct? It is 2 pi r. Okay. Now here also, if the radius is r, then circumference, total circumference is 2 pi r. Okay. Then half of the circumference is how much? Half
Pi
of
r.
It's a pi.
circumference is how much? 2 pi r divided by 2 means pi into r, right? And you can see that the object traveled from A to B through this curved path, isn't it? Then how much it will be? This much is pi r, this much is also pi r. Since the object started from A, went to B through this curved path, then how much it is moving? It is moving the total length pi r, isn't it? Then pi r will be equal to the distance. Am I clear, students? It will be the distance. Is it clear? Students, tell me. Hello, can you hear me? Now, what is the displacement now? As you people only told, sir, displacement is what? The shortest distance between initial and final point. Displacement. This is the shortest distance. Now see one thing, if this is the center, this is the center. Now from center to point A, it is r. From center to point B also it is r. Then what will be the total distance, students? Anyone can answer? Anyone can answer
2R.
this? 2r, right? So the
2
displacement will be r plus r is equal to 2 into r. Okay. So this will be the displacement in this case. Okay. So have you seen that from distance and displacement, these two concepts, how we actually applied these two concepts and we got our answer, isn't it? So let's come back to the, let's go to the next question. Okay, no? So now we are going for the next question. Our second question, question number 2. Our question number 2 is what? It is said that there is a hall room, okay, no? A room, okay? And the room looks like, let me show you. The room looks like a cube, okay? Room looks like a cube. You people,
Sir, are all the given dimensions same?
yes, I'm telling, okay, no? See, this is a hall room, okay, no? A hall, okay? Now, a hall, sorry, a hall. The dimensions are what? The dimensions are 10 meter length, 10 meter breadth, and 10 meter height. Okay, so 10 meter is the length, 10 meter is the breadth, and 10 meter is the height. Now they are asking a fly means a makhi. Okay, no, a fly starting at one corner ends up at a diagonally opposite corner. Let us take the fly started from corner, this corner. Let us take this is corner A and this is corner B. Okay. Let us take fly started from A, ends at B. Okay. Fly starting from A and ending at B. They are asking the magnitude of its displacement is how much. See, first I am showing the diagonal from A to B. See here, this is the diagonal, okay, from A to B. The fly actually moves from point A to point B. Okay, I have also shown the arrow. You can understand this. Okay, now they are asking find magnitude of displacement. Find magnitude of displacement. Find magnitude of displacement. So this is our question. So let's start solving it. But before solving, always I am telling you one thing. We need to understand the concept. Okay. See here, in this case, we need to find A to B. Let me give name of other corners also. If this is A, this one is B, then this is C, this is D, this one, let us take E, this is F, this is G, this is H. Okay. Now, if I want to find the direction, the distance from A to B, then what I can do? Anything is coming into your mind, you people can add. Okay, it's absolutely means welcome. Let me show you. If I draw an other corner also from A to D, can you see it? The blue one from A to D. If I'm drawing it from A to D, in that case, see, A to D is also a corner. Okay. Now you see, in case of triangle ACD, triangle ACD, this triangle, this is a right angle triangle. Why? Because
It's a square.
this yes, it's a square, right? So if you draw the diagonal, then the angle will be 90 degree in between. See, angle A C D is equal to how much? 90 degree. So it will be a right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, if I consider AC as base, AC is the base, CD is the perpendicular, so AD will be the hypotenuse, right? You people remember Pythagoras theorem? You people remember Pythagoras theorem?
Yes, sir.
What is that? What is the theorem?
Hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus perpendicular square.
Very good, very good. So hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Okay. It means hypotenuse is equal to root over base square plus perpendicular square. Correct? See here, I'm now doing it this side. Then if I want to find AD, if I want to find AD, so AD is the hypotenuse. So AD will be equal to AC square plus CD square, correct? Now see one thing, AC is also 10 meter. CD is all the sides are 10 meter over here. So AD will be how much? 10 square plus 10 square. How much is coming? Root over 10 square is
Sir, 2
100. This
root
10 square
2.
is also 100. So root over 200. It means how much? 2 into
Sir, 2
100. So
root.
10 root 2. Not 2 root 10. 10 root 2. Isn't it? Why? Because 200 is what? 2 into 100. So root over 100 will come 10 and root 2 will remain under the square root. So AD is how much? 10 root 2. So we got AD. We got our AD, isn't it? Now you see, now we are going to get the answer. Okay, no. What we need to find? You need, see, what we need to find to know that is also very, very important. If we don't even know that what we need to find, then how we will A, B, we need to find, right? Because the fly moved from A, correct? So if you consider the triangle ADB, triangle ADB, isn't it? Triangle ADB is also a right angle triangle, isn't it? See,
Yes, sir.
this
Yes, sir.
angle 90 degree, isn't it? So this angle is 90 degree. Here angle ADB is equal to 90 degree. So we can even use Pythagoras theorem for triangle ADB. How we will use? AB square is the hypotenuse is equal to
AD square
AD
plus DB
square
square.
plus DB square. Very good, very good. So AB is equal to root over AD square plus root over dB square. So AD is how much? AD we just got. AD is how much? 10 root 2 meter. Always remember one thing, students. Never forget to write unit. Okay, that is mandatory. For board sheet, it means if you miss the unit, marks will be deducted. Okay, so AD square is how much? 10 root 2 whole square means how much? 200. If you think root over 200 whole square means 200 it's coming, plus BD. BD is how much? See, BD. Anyone can tell me? BD is also the
Sir,
10
it's
meter,
10.
right? So it is also 10 square means 100. Understood? So root over 200 plus 100 means root over 300. It means how much? Root over 3 into 100 means it is 10
10 root
root
3.
3 meter. So the distance traveled by the fly, it will be how much? 10 root 3 meter. Am I clear, students? Is it clear?
Sir, y
Yes,
angle
sir.
DB is 90 degree.
Yeah. Tell me why.
Sir, y angle ADB is 90 degree.
Okay. Yeah. See, students, for this, I would like to show you. Just a moment. Yeah. You can see this. What is this, students? What is this? Anyone? Any guess?
Sir,
What
it's
is
a
this?
speaker.
Yeah, it's a speaker, isn't it? A speaker. Very means मेरा बहुत पसंदीदा चीज है ये. Okay, no? मैं बहुत ज्यादा म्यूजिक सुनता रहता हूँ. So let me tell you, isn't it? This is also looking like a cube. Means obviously this length is different. Okay, but can we consider it as a cuboid? Cuboid too we can consider it.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Rectangular paralleloid. Now see one thing in this cuboid, isn't it this line and this line is making 90-degree angle? See this line and this line, aren't they making 90-degree angle with each other?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So,
Acha. Take any other, suppose this line and this line, aren't they making 90-degree with each other? These two
yes,
lines.
sir.
So in a cuboid, you go for any two line, it will make 90-degree with each other. Now see one thing, I'm going to tell you a very important point. Okay, see one thing, this is ACDG, it is a plane. Okay, see if I show you here, see this is a plane, or let us take this is a plane. Now you draw any straight line on this plane, it will be perpendicular with this line. Okay, means suppose AD, this straight line is kept in which plane? Plane ACDG, isn't it? In ACDG plane, the AD straight line is kept. Okay. Now, since this means the BD straight line, BD straight line is perpendicular with this plane, plane ACDG. That's why you draw any straight line. You draw any straight line. Not only this, if you draw any other straight line also, since that straight line actually contain on ACDG plane, that's why that straight line will be perpendicular with the straight line which is perpendicular with this plane. अगर एक सिंगल लाइन अगर एक प्लेन के साथ परपेंडिकुलर हो जाए तो उस प्लेन के ऊपर तुम कोई भी स्ट्रेट लाइन ड्रॉ करो, तो ऐसा स्ट्रेट लाइन ड्रॉ कर दो या तुम ऐसा स्ट्रेट लाइन ड्रॉ कर दो, ये सारे स्ट्रेट लाइंस बीडी के साथ परपेंडिकुलर ही होंगे, बीडी के साथ परपेंडिकुलर ही होंगे। क्यों? क्योंकि बीडी जो स्ट्रेट लाइन है ये इस प्लेन के साथ, ये जो प्लेन है ना, ये जो प्लेन है इस प्लेन के साथ बीडी परपेंडिकुलर। क्लियर? समझ में आया स्टूडेंट?
Yes, sir.
ग्रेट।
नो सर,
समझ में नहीं आया? अच्छा ठीक है, और एक बार बताता हूं, देखो एक और एक जगह करके बताता हूं। देखो मैं ओके, तो देखो this is x axis, this is y axis, and this one is z axis. Okay students, now see one thing, can you see this xy plane? Okay, this is what?
Yes, sir.
This plane is what? xy plane. Okay, now see one thing, this z axis is perpendicular with xy plane, isn't it?
Yes,
Z
sir.
axis is perpendicular with xy plane, isn't it? Now let me tell you, if z axis is perpendicular with xy plane, then any straight line with contain xy plane means, let us take this is a straight line,
Yes, sir.
let us take this is a straight line, any straight line, let me telling you, I'm telling you what, any straight line which contain xy plane, मतलब जो xy plane के ऊपर जो straight line लिया गया है उस straight line के साथ ये z straight line perpendicular होगा। अगर कोई भी एक straight line किसी plane के साथ perpendicular हो तो उस plane में लिया गया कोई भी straight line उस straight line के साथ perpendicular होता है। Okay, this is a proof in class 11, okay, what you will know in mathematics, okay, but before that only इसका जो एप्लीकेशन है वो मैं फिजिक्स में तुम लोगों को बताया। ओके, समझ में आया बच्चों?
यस सर।
ग्रेट, नाउ कमिंग फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देन, कमिंग फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नाउ, सी so now coming for question number 3. Question number 3. Question number 3 is based on the concept of average speed. Okay, it is based on the
Okay,
concept
sir.
of average speed. What is told? There is a place A and a place B. Okay, now there is a car is there, this car is moving with a speed of 30 km per hour. How much? 30 km per hour speed. It is moving towards B. Okay. So this car is moving with a speed of 30 kilometers per hour towards B. Then it reached B, and after that, when it was coming back from B to A, when the car was coming back from B to A, okay, at that time, its speed was 20 kilometer per hour. 20 kilometer per hour. We are asking find the average speed. Find the average speed. Okay, this you need to find. This you need to find. Okay, students. Now we are coming for the answer. Now let's get back to the answer. See one thing. Let us consider the distance from A to B is how much. I'm considering, since it is not given, so we need to consider a variable. Here I am considering that the distance from A to B is how much? D. Okay. So A to B, the distance is D. Acha, anyone can tell me the formula of average speed? See, that's why I was telling you, you need to remember formulas. Okay. Anyone can tell me the formula of average speed? Anyone? Okay, so you people forgot. Let me tell you, it is
Total
total,
distance traveled by total time taken.
yes, total distance traveled by total time. I just wrote in short, okay, total distance by total time. I'm just considering distance is how much? D we considered from A to B, the distance is D. Now I'm considering the time taken to move from A to B is how much? T1, and the time taken from B to A is how much? T2. That we are considering. Okay, no? So from A to B it is T1, and from B to A it is T2. See, total distance. Total distance is how much? While going from A to B, it's D. Coming from B to A is also D, isn't it? So we can write that distance, total distance is equal to how much? While going A to B, it is D. While coming from B to A, it is also D. So total distance will be how much? 2 into D. Now coming for total time. Now see, before coming for total time, we need to know that formula of uniform velocity. See, uniform velocity formula is what? V is equal to d by t, isn't it? Don't we know this? V is equal to d by t. So from here, we can consider that t is equal to what? If this t goes here, then d by v. T is equal to how much? D by V. This formula we are going to use to find total time. See one thing, total time is how much? T1 plus T2. Total time is how much? It is T1 plus T2. See, T1 is equal to what? D by V1, and T2 is equal to what? D by V2. Now see one thing, V1 we are considering as 30 kilometer per hour. V1 is 30 kilometer per hour and V2 is 20 kilometer per hour. Okay. Now see, since we have drawn this, that's why it is becoming easier. We don't need to read the question once again, isn't it? So whatever we are doing, we know it is here only. Okay. Now, D, in place of V1, what we will write? 30. In place of V2, what we will write? 20. Okay. So If I'm taking common as d by 10, so it will be what? 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2. Okay, I took d by 10 common, then it will be 1 by 3 plus
Sir,
1
is
by
the distance given equal given? Is the distance between
see
the point?
what?
Sir, the
Yeah,
distance, what is, sir, the distance that is given, is that equal? Like the distance traveled by the car and the other like
no,
vehicle,
not
the
other distance traveled by the car, the total distance while going and while coming. I'm just giving as an example. Suppose you study in which school? You study
Vivekananda Mission School.
Vivekananda Mission. Okay, where do you stay? What is your
Sir,
where is your
I,
home?
I
Behala.
stay in Behala.
Behala. Okay. So from Behala to Vivekananda Mission, how much kilometer? So let's
I guess
consider 5 kilometer.
12.
Achha, 12
Okay, sir.
kilometer you are saying. Okay. So Behala to your place, your home to school is 12 kilometer. Now, while going to school, how much distance you are traveling? 12 kilometer. While coming back to school, at that time, are you traveling some other distance? 10 kilometer, 9 kilometer, or 12 only? What you are traveling?
So same 12.
Distance. So while going also 12, while coming also 12. Now see here, while going it's D, while coming also it's D. Understood? Okay, clear? Now see one thing. Shoham, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now, in place of if we do this LCM 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2, that you will get how much? 5 by 6. So at last 5 to the 10. Okay. So it will be D by 12. Okay. So your total time is how much? Total time is how much? D by 12. I'm just writing over here. Total time is equal to d by 12. Okay, and total distance is how much? 2d. Now average speed formula I have already written. So total distance is how much? D plus d means 2d. Total time is how much? Sorry, total time is how much? Total distance is 2d. Total time is how much? D divided by 12, isn't it? This is the total time, this is the total time. So D and D will cancel out, 12 will go above, so 12 into 2 means 24. Now since here you need to keep in your mind that what is the units are kilometer per hour, isn't it? So that's why the average speed will be also kilometer kilometer per hour. Okay, so this is the average speed. So is it clear, students? Please tell me, is it clear? Students, is it clear? Please answer. कभी कभी आंसर किया
Yes,
करो
sir.
तब. Great. Okay, अर्पित told, right? Great. अगर तुम लोग आंसर नहीं करोगे तो मुझे लगेगा कि मतलब मैं खुद के साथ ही बात कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है ना? तो आंसर करोगे तो लगेगा हाँ चलो मेरे साथ मेरे स्टूडेंट्स भी है. Okay, let's come to the next question. And let me tell you students, before going to the next question, here this question, this might look a simple kind of question, but once it came into a state level competitive exam, which is known as KSET, Kerala SET. Okay, no? So in this exam, this question came. Okay. Now let's get back to the next question. Okay, so we are going for the next question. So this was question number 3. Now going for question number 4. Now going for question number 4. So question number 4, what it is told? It is told a body starts from rest. A body, suppose body means a car. A body means, let us take a car. Okay. It is starting from rest. Now, let me tell you, whenever we are studying any question, we are reading any question. Suppose it is told that a body starts. I'm just writing because I will tell you that where in a question you need to concentrate to get the data. Okay. A body starts from rest and moves with constant velocity. Starts from rest and moves with constant velocity. Velocity. Okay. With constant, sorry, not in, just a moment, I have just done a mistake. With constant acceleration. Okay. With constant acceleration. With constant acceleration for time t. Okay. For time t, it is moving with constant acceleration. It travels a distance x1, then it is telling it travels a distance x1, okay, in first half of time. In first half of time. And x2 in next half of time. And x2 in next half of time. Then find relation between x1 and s2. Find relation between x1 and x2. You need to find what is the relation between x1 and x2. Okay, students. Now, see one thing. What I read this long question, what I wrote this long question. Why? Because we need to know that where we need to emphasize more. Okay. See, so coming for the answer. Coming for the answer. Now, as I was telling you that considering the object is as the car. Okay. Let us take this is a car. The object they are asking. So we are taking that this is a car. They are saying a body starts from rest. Okay. So everyone please concentrate. So we are coming for the answer. Okay. So anyone can tell me if they say a body starts from rest, what does it mean? A body is starting from rest. What does it mean, students? It means initially
It
the
means
velocity was
the
0.
potential energy.
Initially the velocity was 0. Okay. So see, while reading, you need to concentrate on these portions. From these small portions, you will get many information. Okay. So first it was at rest. Then it moved with constant acceleration. Let us take constant acceleration means, let us take acceleration was A. It was A acceleration. Then first half, so for time t, it was moving for time t. Let us take in time t, it went over here. In time t, it went here. So here it was t is equal to 0, and here it is t is equal to t. Okay. Now t could be 10 second, 15 second, 20 second, 1 hour, whatever it is that we don't know. That's why we have kept t is equal to t. Here they have given also. Then it is telling that it travels a distance x1. So distance x1 in first half of time. Now very important portion, first half of time, not first half of distance. Let us take in first half of time. Maybe if it is total t time, then half of t time is how much? Half of t time is how much? Anyone can tell me? Half of t time?
Sir, T by 2.
T by how much?
Sir, T by 2.
T by 2, right? Maybe in first half means here the t was t by 2, it went here. Okay, it came here. So how much distance? X1 distance. So from here to here it is X1 distance. Okay. Then the next half, from another t by 2, it went how much? X2 distance. This is the question. So we need to find the relation between x1 and x2. Relation between x1 and x2. Okay, students. So this is the first. We need to understand the question very clearly. I have drawn in such a way that we can get all the information from here only. From here only we can get all the information. See, the initial velocity was 0. Then it started with a acceleration. It actually moved for t time. Then first half t by 2, it went x1 distance. Second half time, it went with x2 distance. We need to find the relation between x1 and x2. Acha, one thing though you can get, that if the total distance is x, if the total distance is x, okay, then x is equal to what? X is equal to, can I write x1 plus x2? Can we write it? X is equal to x1 distance plus x2 distance. Okay, students? Huh? So x is equal to x1 plus x2. Now see one thing. See, when in the first half time, in the first half time, what happened? At that time, initial velocity was how much? 0. Acceleration was how much? A. And for how much time it actually moved? For t by 2 time actually it moved. Okay. So if we use the formula S is equal to ut plus half a t square, the second formula of equation of motion. Now since u is equal to 0, so this portion will be 0. So S is how much? The S is how much? S is equal to x1. In first half, how much distance it moved? X1 distance. So x1 we can write as x1 is equal to, since u2 became 0, it will be half a. Now t is how much? T by 2. So it is t by 2 whole square. So x1 becoming how much? X1 is equal to a t square by 8. Okay, so we got our x1. Why? See, it is 2 square becoming 4. 4 into 2 means 8. So 8 in the denominator and 80 square in the numerator. So we got our x1. We haven't done our work yet. Okay, no, we haven't completed. Now see, first half we understood. Okay, now see one thing, we need to find the second half also. But here at our problem is what? Here we don't know the velocity at this point of time, isn't it? So how we will get it? See, if I write in this way, see, since already we know that x is equal to x1 plus x2, so we can write in this way. Here the initial velocity is how much? 0. So we can even write in this way that u is equal to 0, time is equal to t, and displacement is equal to how much? X. In that case, if we use this same formula, s is equal to ut plus half a t square, then s is equal to ut plus half a t square. See, again this u will be 0. So s is equal to how much? X. S is equal to how much? X. This total distance we are talking about, students. So x is equal to half a t square. Why? Because to start, when it started from here, it went over here. How much time it took? T time it took. So x is equal to half a t square. So we understood x is equal to this much. X1 is equal to this much. Now, from this formula, we know that x is equal to x1 plus x2, isn't it, students? So if we know x and x1 both, then x2 is equal to how much? X2 is equal to x minus x1. Now let's put the value of x and x1, and we will get the value of x2. Now see one thing here, x is equal to how much? Half a t square. X1 is equal to how much? We already got x1, a t square by 8. A t square by 8. Now, if I take a t square common, then a t square 1 by 2 minus 1 by 8. If you do the LCM over here, then you will see x2 is equal to how much? 1 by 2 minus 1 by 8 will come 3 by 8. Okay, 3 by 8 a t square. So this is our x2, students. Now we got x2, we got x1. Now we need to do what? We need to find the relation between them. Relation between x1 and x2. Now see students, see here, the last portion of the numerical, okay? The last portion. We will get the answer now. See, x1 is this much, x1 is this much, x2 is this much, okay? Now, if I write x2 is equal to what? 3 by 8 a t square. If I write it in this way, that 3 into a t square by 8. Now see one thing, a t square by 8 into 3, okay? 3 in the numerator and 8 in the denominator. Now see one thing, a t square by 8 is equal to what? Isn't it x1? Students, can you see it? Isn't it x1? x1 is 80 square by 8. So in place of 80 square by 8, if I put x1, then x2 is equal to how much? This 3 into 80 square by 8 means x1. So x2 is equal to 3 into x1. So this is the answer. Okay, students, am I clear? Students, is it clear? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
okay. So
how
this question,
the third one was T? Can you please explain?
which one? Which one?
Sir, in that x is equals to 1 half 80 square, why
Hmm.
did we take T as the time?
Okay. See one thing. Student, see here. In this case, this is the first half and this is the for full time. For full time. If we are taking full time, at this point the journey has started. At this point the journey got end, isn't it? Now, at this time, what was the time? T is equal to 0. At this time, what was the time? T is equal to T, isn't it? Now, when it started from here, at that time was 0. When it end over here, at that time was t. So how much time it took to move from here to here, students? How much time it took to move from here to here? If just giving as an example in numeric value, suppose here the time was 0, here the time was 10 seconds. So how much time it took to move from the this point to this point? 10 seconds, no? So similarly, to move from this point, it is taking t second. That's why I am taking in place of t, it is t, because they have not given any numeric values, isn't it? So that's why I have used t is equal to t in this formula, and we got x is equal to half a t square. Understood, student? Tell me, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Student, great, great. So that was this question, and let me tell you, this was also came into a competitive exam. Okay, now this was question number 4. Now going for the next question, question number 5. Okay, question number 5. Okay, see, a very important question. A particle of mass 0.2 kg. What is told? A particle of mass 0.2 kg. Okay, students, this question is very important. Okay, I will tell after the question that in which exam it came. Okay, but first let me solve it. Means let me help you. Let me help you to make you understand and then to solve. Okay, so a particle of mass 0.2 kg is moving in one dimension. Is moving in one dimension, 1D I have written, one dimension under a force, under a force that delivers a constant power, that delivers a constant power 0.5 watt, 0.5 watt. Okay, if initial speed is 0, initial speed is how much? If initial speed is 0, then find the speed after 5 seconds. Find the speed after 5 seconds. So this is our question. Okay, students. So what is told? Now we are coming to, first we are going to do what? We are going to understand the question first. What is told? A particle of mass 0.2 kg. So mass of the particle is how much? 0.2 kg. I hope you can see the point. 0.2 kg. Okay. It is moving in one dimension. Moving in one dimension means it is moving on a straight line. It is moving like this. Okay. Moving in one dimension. Under a force that delivers a constant power. It is delivering a constant power of 0.5 watt. Power, how we denote? We denote power as P. We have studied in work power energy, no? That power is P. P is equal to how much? 0.5 watt. Okay, students? 0.5 watt. This is 0.2. This is 0.5 watt. SI unit of power is what? Watt. If initial speed is 0, means if the initial speed of the particle was 0, if u was equal to 0, then find the speed after 5 seconds. Let us take after 5 seconds. Maybe here time was 0. Here time became 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds, find its final velocity. What is this v? Okay. Find its final velocity. Okay. Find its final velocity. You need to find what? V is equal to question mark. Now see one thing. Once we read this question in this way, means whenever we are getting the data, like first mass, then power, then initial speed, okay, whenever, and then the find the speed after 5 seconds. So whenever I'm getting any data, I'm just directly writing. I'm not reading the full entire question. First, what I'm doing, whenever I'm getting the data, I'm just writing it. First I got M, then I got P, then I got U, then I know that V is equal to question mark. And also what else I'm getting? That time is also equal to 5 seconds. So these are the data we got: M, P, T, U, and we need to find V. Okay. So this is our question. Now let's come for the answer. Okay. See one thing. We need to find what? V. What we need to find? V. So now we have drawn the diagram in such a way, we have written the entire data in such a way that we know the entire question, entire data, what need to what is given and what we need to find. Okay, so that's why now we don't need to even see the question what is written. So now we already came to the question, we know everything, now we need to get the answer. Okay, see one thing, if we need to find, and we have been given time, power, mass. So if you think that any equation of motion, if you are trying, it will not work unless if you are writing that v square minus u square is equal to 2ax. What is x? This distance from initial position to final position is x. Okay, so v square minus u square is equal to 2ax. If I'm going to use this formula, now you may think that, sir, t to given, how you can use this formula? Let's see one thing. V square minus u square is equal to 2ax. If I take this 2, if I take in this way, in this side, okay, then what I will get? V square by 2 minus u square by 2 is equal to a into x. Now, if you multiply m in both the side, you are multiplying with m. Okay. Now, here what you can write, half m v square minus half m u square is equal to m a x. Very important step, students need to understand here only. What I did, I just take this 2 in this side and multiplied m in both the sides. Okay. Now after that, when I'm taking these two things, these two out of the bracket, then I'm just multiplying with m. So half m v square minus half m u square. Anyone can say what is half m v square, what is half m u square? Formula, is it can you remember this formula from work power energy chapter? Can you remember it, students? Half mv square, it is the
Yes.
formula. Sorry, what?
Kinetic
Yes,
energy.
very good, kinetic energy. Now see, half mv square, v is what? Final velocity. U is what? Initial velocity. So we can write this is kinetic energy final, means final kinetic energy minus kinetic energy initial. Okay, so kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial, okay, is equal to m a x. Okay, now see, students, now I will do it over here. I will go here. See one thing, kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial, what does it mean? Change in kinetic energy, isn't it? This is change in kinetic energy, isn't it? Change in kinetic energy, that is equal to what? M a into x. Now see one thing. See, m into a. See, m into a is what? M into a, isn't it force? Mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration is force, and into x. Now anyone can tell me force into x, where x is what? Displacement. Force into displacement is equal to what, students? Can anyone tell me?
Sir,
Force
work
into
done.
what?
Sir, work done.
Yes, work done. So force into displacement, we got what? Work done. And change in kinetic energy. See one thing. Can anyone tell me power is equal to what? P is equal to which formula? Can anyone tell me? P is equal to, in class 9 we studied, it is work by time, W by T. And also it is E by T. Why? Because whatever be the amount of work you do on an object, that amount of work actually accumulate in in that object in the form of kinetic energy, or in the form of energy, we should say. So in electricity chapter also we use this formula, no? Power of a bulb, that power is equal to energy consumed by time, isn't it? Remember, in class 10 only, in electricity chapter, P is equal to E by T. So E is equal to, E energy is equal to what? P into T. E energy is equal to what? P into T. So in this place, change in kinetic energy or change in energy, can't we write this formula E is equal to PT? So here also I am writing P into T. Understood, students? Clear, students? The main catch I explained. Since E is equal to P into T, so change in kinetic energy is what? Energy only. So P into T. Now P is how much? 0.5 watt. They have given 0.5 watt. And T is how much? T is 5 seconds. That is equal to what? Now one thing, see. So 0.5 into 5. Okay. So it will be how much? 2.5, students. It is 2.5. And see one thing, if W, if in this place, if I write MAX, the same thing, MAX, okay? See, then it is what? M into A into X, correct? So M is how much? M to is given. M to is given. So 2.5 is equal to M is how much? 0.2. 0.2 into A into X. Now A into X is equal to how much? 0.5 by 0.2. How much is it coming, students? It is 5 by 2. So the amount it is, I'm just writing as 5 by 2. We can even write as 2.5. So how much we are getting? AX is equal to 2.5. Now see one thing, V square minus U square is equal to 2AX. And we got to know A into X is how much, okay? Now this value we will use. See, I'm just doing over here. Now we know what AX is. AX is equal to 2 into 5. So now V square minus U square. U is how much? Here it is written 0. So U is 0 is equal to 2 into 2.5. Okay. 2 into 2.5. So, and this is one thing, students, I need to rectify one portion. I'm sorry. Okay. Here it was 0.2 also, right? Here it was 0.2 also. 0.2. So it is 0.5. The power into 2.5, 0.5 into 5, and then it is 0.2. Okay, 2.5. Okay. It is 2.5. Okay, I'm just doing it here. Wait. Now, so it is 2 point. Sorry. It's 2.5 divided by 0.2. So it is, students, it is 2.5 by 0.2 means 25 by 2. 25 by 2 means how much? 12.5. Okay. 25 by 2 is how much? 12.5. Understood? 2.5 by 0.2, it became 25 by 2. So it is became 12.5. How much? 12.5. Okay. So V square minus U square into 2AX. AX is how much? 12.5, students. It is 12.5. Okay. So V square is equal to 12.5 into 2 means how much? 25. So V is equal to how much? 5 meter per second. Okay. So have you seen in this question how many concepts are there? Equation of motion you have used, kinetic energy formula you have used, P is equal to E by T formula you have used. From there you derived the value of A into X. That value you put in the formula, and then you got, means you put in this formula, and then you got the value of V. Okay. And let me tell you one thing, students. This is a question which came in JEE Advanced. Okay. JEE Advanced, not only in mains, in advanced. Okay, students, but you understood? Is it clear? And let me tell you, those who are thinking, sir, I'm to going to get going to give JEE, sorry, NEET. Then what I will do? Let me tell you, students, if many question from JEE mains is going to come in JEE in NEET also. Okay, no, also means when we I can tell you that just few days back when I was teaching, I saw there is a question which came in JEE mains in 2011, and again it came in 2018 in NEET. So in 11 it came in JEE, and in 2018 it came in NEET. Okay, so if you are preparing yourself for JEE properly, then your NEET paper will be much easier for you. Okay, no, you will be able to grab even more number. And see, you understood that JEE advanced questions are what? Only in a single question more than one concept is being given, 2-3 concepts is being given. And so what you need to do, your concept need to be absolutely clear, and all the concept, not only for a single chapter, all chapters concept need to be clear in such a way that you can use all of them simultaneously. Students, you should use it simultaneously. Is it clear, students? Am I clear? Students, was this question was clear for you? Please tell me. Hello, hello, students, was it clear for you people? Soham, Pratyasha, hello. Okay, so that was this question. Okay,
Sir, can you please show the question once?
yes, sure, yes, please check. See, from here the question started. Okay, these was the datas. Okay, and from there, now you tell me if anywhere you need to ask me anything. Tell me. Yes, students, if anywhere you need to ask, then you can tell.
No, sir, it's clear.
It's clear, no? And let me tell you, students, so this is, so have you seen one thing? This is a question of JEE Advanced. Okay, the exam to go for, means to take admission into IIT, Indian Institute of Technology, the prestigious institute even in world. Okay, no, not in India only. Okay, so there also we have questions what can be solved by the concept of class 9, but you need to know that how to do it. Okay, so that's why you need practice. Okay, and your concept should be absolutely clear, that you can shift from one portion to other portion of the concept. Okay, so that's why, so to make your concept clear, we are there, teachers are there, the Rajeev classes, all the faculties, we are there. Only what you need to do, you need to put your effort. Okay, and then rest we will create a proper result. For what? All of us, you people, me, your parents, and the entire Rajiv class, all the Rajiv classes parivar, the family, they will be, all of us, we will be proud. Okay, so that was it for today. Okay, so